Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I am so excited to be a part of the National Scrapbooking Day Hop that we're doing. Some of us from Victoria Murray Facebook group are joining in with the Crafty Maven Getaway. I was a part of the design team last year, so I love all the girls there, and I was really excited to join in. Hannah has requested that we do something that is scrapbooking related, because of course it is National Scrapbooking Day, and I thought that was a great idea. So it had to be like why we love scrapbooking or photos of us scrapbooking, and I just happened to have these two photos. I've been kind of holding off on scrapping because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, but this is a great opportunity to get them scrapped. And they're just different angles, so this is and they're selfies. Like I just set up my tripod and took the photos. So this is looking at me, and then this is looking down like you are doing. This is exactly what it's like, except zoomed in so you could actually see part of me. I also am challenging myself to use this little scissors that I've had in my stash, and this is from the Amy Tangerine. I think it was the stitched line. And I have a really hard time using them. So I am determined to get them used up on this layout in a way, some way, because obviously it's very relevant. And I'm excited to see what I can do. I will have, of course, the link for everyone else's videos, because this is a video. I think we're doing a video hop. Pretty sure it's a video hop. I'll have everyone else's links to their YouTube channels below, and if you're starting with me, please remember to go check everyone else out. And if I'm just in the middle, well, I hope you enjoy. I'll get you on fast forward.
Alrighty. So I am going to start off with this beautiful sheet of transparency from the Pink Paisley C'est La Vie collection. It's gorgeous. I thought that to make it a little more unique and something that I don't always see, but I love the color block theory. So I decided to go ahead and actually cut into this transparency and cut into each one of those separately so that there were 3 layers of color. I love the way it looks. It's a really soft pink, and then the teal and the black. And so that's going to be my first part. The next step here is I am going to decide how I want the layout to look. So do I want everything to be on the left, or should I flip it around and make sure, I'm sorry, it's on the right now. So then I'm going to flip it around and then turn it on to the left. You'll see that in a minute. I also know that I want to use the same pattern paper from the same collection. So I'm going to tear out this black and white stripe. It's so pretty. I love it. So I thought that was a great, it'll tie in and kind of be that simple, classic, basic look. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep looking. I need to find one more piece of pattern paper, and that's going to be the really pretty teal one, and it's almost like black and white on teal. It's just so pretty. I love this piece of pattern paper, and honestly that's basically going to do it for my pattern paper. I keep it really simple. I'm still at the moment trying to play around with using 2 photos. As I go along with this, I'm going to throw one of my photos just out of the picture. It just isn't going to make it. But for now, I've decided what I wanted to do was cut another strip from the transparency. So I cut a strip of that, and I'm really loving the way that looks, but I'm thinking that rotating it so that it's all on the left right there looks a lot better, and then having my photos fall off of the right. I'm really digging this, so that's going to be how the finished layout, the orientation of the layout is going to be. I then grabbed tissue paper because I love tissue paper, and being as though this is for National Scrapbooking Day, I had to add one of my favorite pieces into my layout. So I'm just going to highlight that with this photo of me where you can see me just working on the layout. I like that angle, so that's the one I decided to highlight with the tissue paper. I also thought, because my shirt, I'm wearing a striped shirt in my layout, like in the photo, and then of course the pattern paper itself has stripes, that maybe a little break with the tissue paper would help so your eye kind of can tell the difference there. And I'm just going to keep kind of playing around. This layout I had a hard time with it. I wanted to make it so pretty that I just didn't know where to go with it. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I knew that one thing I wanted to do was use these really cool letter thickers. So the first one is they're black with little gold dots, and the second one is they're gold. They're like shiny gold, and they're beautiful. Like, can you see that gold? Oh, so pretty. So I'm going to use that. And I tried to put it around my actual photos at first, thinking that that would look really neat. But the problem is there's so much gold everywhere else, and the gold is so distracting that it doesn't actually make it there. So what I do instead is I start with this bottom cluster. To put down my transparency, just use regular double-sided tape, and of course because it's a transparency you could see it. So I just hid that with a little bit of clustering like I did there, and I'm really loving it. I am going to grab one of these stickers from the Shine. I believe this is the Shine collection, and it just says a dream come true, because to me scrapbooking is definitely my favorite thing to do, and so I just wanted to document that. I love this. This is just so pretty. Everything about this layout, it's just like eye candy to me. And that's going to kind of complete the cluster. I really love the way that cluster kind of came together. And then you're going to see in a minute that after fooling around with my title, by my photo, it's going to move down and go right into that cluster as well, which is kind of neat. It's like a little mini L, which I think is pretty cool. I also have a few more embellishments I'm trying to get onto my layout, and they'll eventually make it on. You will see, however, as I'm in the middle of like trying to do this whole process video, I'm decorating away, and then all of a sudden I look up and nothing's recorded. I was so flustered. Like, this part where I'm trying to make everything work got recorded, but the actual fun part where I decorated it did not. So I will come back live and you will see all of that fun, and I kind of point out everything there as well, but just be prepared the fact that my video does kind of cut out. I also just want to mention, as this is National Scrapbooking Day, I hope everyone's having a lot of fun. There is a lot of fun things happening. I know Click Kits is doing stuff, the Hip Kit is doing things, Adele Inky Quill is having her live scrap stream, and the Scrap Gals podcast, they're doing a fun scrap stream going on. Of course, over on the Victoria Marie Facebook group, which I'm a part of, we're having challenges all weekend long. The Crafty Mavens, obviously, this is part of this video hop, so they're of course doing stuff, and just together I think you have a lot of places to go to have some really neat challenges, and I hope you're having fun with it. This is of course one of my all-time favorite weekends. Where I live in beautiful sunny Vancouver, Canada, it's beautiful out. It's like 30 degrees, and so we're kind of having one of those things where it's also Mother's Day weekend, and as much as I want to be inside scrapping and I'm trying to do so much, I have a feeling that honestly most of this weekend I'm going to be outside and I'm going to have to be catching up on all of these challenges within the next coming week. But keep that in mind. If you're noticing you're not getting to do everything at once, just keep the challenges. You might not be able to win the prizes, but you can still partake, and everyone loves to see what you do, even if it's after fact. So just keep that in mind. I also just want to remind you that this is a hop, so I am one of many doing an awesome video about why we love scrapbooking, or something scrapbooking related. That was kind of our challenge, is it needed to be about why we love to scrapbook, and everything will be in the comments below, so don't forget to check all that out. Again, this is just so fun. I love being part of our awesome community. And with that, I'm pretty sure I'm close to being done. You're gonna see me start doing a little bit of the awesome embellishments here. You also saw that I added a 3x4 card. My journaling just goes on there, and I do finally add a little bit of this pink, and you will see that coming in the close-ups. I tried so hard to get this beautiful piece of pattern paper on there, and I was having a hard time, but I do make it work in the end, and you'll see that. And then I went through all of my sticker sheets and just picked all my favorite things and put them on this layout, and I had so much fun. So again, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back really soon, and I'm gonna come back live to point everything out, so stay tuned for that as well. Thanks everyone.
Alright, so I was busy decorating away and realized that my complete end of my layout just got completely cut off. So I'm obviously having some issues with my phone as my camera, which really sucks because I was hoping to record a lot of videos for National Scrapbooking Day, but that's okay. I will just have to just do layout shares and figure out what's going on with my phone. So what I was able to do on this, I'm so happy with it. The only thing I'm missing and I'm going to do after is I'm going to stitch with some black thread just around here, just to add a little bit more and tie it all in. Other than that, I'm very happy. I love this collection from Pink Paisley. It's beautiful. So my cluster here, I'm pretty sure that you saw that I moved my title down here. Because these gold thickers are so gold, they just weren't working up here. So everything got moved down here and added a bunch of little pieces from my sticker sheets that I have. I did my journaling just talking about how much I love scrapbooking, and though I love telling the stories, and that's a really important reason, what I'm loving at the moment is just to make pretty things. I did a little cluster here. I added this little gold doily. I did a little cluster here as well. And then up here I used two little banners. They're both gold. And then I put a little heart inside that one. I'm pretty sure you probably saw me cut this in half and do that as layering. And I used 3 pieces of pattern paper. But most of all, I just love that I was brave enough to cut up that beautiful sheet of transparency and do this. I'm very, very happy with this. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to look in the comments so you can keep along your way with our awesome YouTube hop that we're doing. And I hope you're having a great National Scrapbooking Day or a weekend or wherever you're at. Bye, everyone.